the Douyu 2021 Season 1 Group A Lower Bracket Round 2. MichaeL from South Korea and Foggy from the Ukraine meet for the second place and advancement out of Group A. Focus took first, Linguagua took last, so he is out, Focus is through, and now it's about second place. Foggy or MichaeL in a best of 3. And I think this should make for a good match. Foggy recently was able to finally beat Happy, one of the best undeads in the world. I think very clearly the best undead versus Night Elf player in the world. MichaeL, what's he gonna do now? We're starting off on Turtle Rock, a map that used to be considered very hard for Night Elf, but that was back in Demon Hunter days. Nowadays with Keeper, it's a lot more manageable. You can creep a lot more reliably. With the Keeper having Treants, of course. I would not be too surprised to see some expansion plays by MichaeL early expo. But on Turtle Rock it's very hard to do. The gold mines in the middle of the map are hard to creep with the Gargantuan Sea Turtle. And the starting positions with the Troll Warlord are also hard to creep. Creepjack from a Keeper and Archers would be very, very painful with a couple of Wisps in the mix. So I would imagine we're going to have a fast tech here. And fast expansions on some of the other maps, rather. Gonna be a fast level 2 for the Keeper. And here we can see the benefit of the Treants. You can use them to tank the damage, so you don't have to use so much Moon Juice on your Demon Hunter who would be tanking the damage. But I suppose you're gonna have to make the use of the Moon Juice for mana regen anyways with the Keeper. The way that Foggy was able to beat Happy after many, many different strategies and many different attempts that failed, the way he finally was able to beat him was with Keeper first, Demon Hunter second, and sooner or later an expansion. Keeper, Demon, expansion, and a lot of Mountain Giants were involved. Though, not always Mountain Giants. Sometimes it was more Dryad, sometimes Bears. And quite a bit also Chimps. The Chimeras, the twin-headed dragons. No tech yet by MichaeL, that seems very late. Archer almost getting caught by the DK. Foggy must be wondering, where the hell is the tech? Oh my god, is he actually expanding? No way. No. MichaeL got a sacrificial skull, but he is teching here now. That's a big difference though in tech timing. That's like almost a minute, I think. A little less. Seems like MichaeL was considering expanding, but then realized it was not going to be doable with Foggy around. Good scouting by Foggy, good movement. Definitely better items from MichaeL. The double mantle is going to be really good for the Lich, and also quite nice for the DK early on. We have the Hunter's Hall coming for Foggy, and then Lores soon. And very, very likely the Demon Hunter second. Telestaff. I imagine Foggy will want that item, but he can't quite get to the shop. That is Foggy's #1 favorite item, the Staff of Teleportation. And there he gets it. Could also be gargoyles, although for that we would need to see a second crypt, which we are not seeing so far. And finally, Foggy gave up on harass. Oh, or did he though? Actually, the Keeper comes back. Again, the Wisp scouting is really on point. That detonate didn't hit perfectly the entire Blight. Archers joining in. Foggy also taking out a Yule, maybe? Huh? Maybe not. Foggy playing a really good game here early. Making sure he knows what's up, making sure he's not gonna give an easy expansion to MichaeL. And there he is. Demon Hunter. A hero that still seems needed against Undead to be able to win the late game. But as a first hero, has problems of not being able to control the map very well. Unlike the Keeper, who with Treants and Entangle has some very strong tools. The Keeper will fall off later in the game when Destroyers are out. But that's where the Demon Hunter is supposed to take over. With Mana Burn and Orb of Venom. We're going to see double Orb of Venom here, definitely at some point. Could even be triple hero, by the way. Could even be a Podum if the game goes very late. And it might go very late, because Foggy expanded on his way to tier 2. Set up the proxy tree of life. And we'll be moving that over now to the expansion. Oh, skeleton. Can he steal the last hit? That would have been sick. But no, Foggy doesn't allow it. Should be level 3 DK here. Oh, no, not quite. Almost, though. Lich second. Tech. No expansion by MichaeL. Not yet, anyways. The later you tech, the later you have an answer against Entangle, which is a problem. And of course, if you expand on tier 2, that means your tier 3 is delayed by a long, long time. So against Keeper, having a fast tech has a lot of benefit. Demon Hunter found the big heal potion. Very, very good for him. Definitely the best item. Demon Hunter is going to be the frontline tank who's going to be getting focused a lot. Until Mountain Giants are out, he's going to be the #1 focus. And probably even after. Ring of Regen as well. Man, great items here for Foggy. The cloak at the beginning and the ring at the beginning for the Keeper, not that great, but now really good items for the Demon Hunter. And a super fast creep route here by Foggy. If he manages to get this red camp, he's gonna get level 3, he's gonna get the big item. Ooh. And the Keeper is going on a hunt. I think tier 3 is almost finished though. Yeah. So, losing Acolytes wouldn't be that painful. Is the Telly Staff even ready? I don't think it is. Probably gonna have to TP out here. Oh no, Telly Staff is ready. He's fine. Foggy knows wonderfully how to perfectly use that item. Oh, in the meantime, 2 archers died creeping the red camp. That's not ideal. Hard to do both those things, multitask that perfectly. With Dryads, it's a lot easier to creep. But Foggy is really weak right now. There's definitely a timing window here for MichaeL to do big damage. I'm not sure if he scouted the expansion yet. He scouted the creeping of the natural earlier, but he didn't see the tree, I don't believe. MichaeL should attack right now. But of course, he doesn't know what we know. No way. Don't tell me. He's expanding again! On 41 supply, Foggy. Are you serious? I don't know if Foggy can hold this. That's a super strong attack. No Orb of Venom yet for Foggy. That item is a big increase in power. Heavy focus on this demon. Forced to use that heal potion early on. Maybe Foggy is using the second expansion kind of tactically, as he realizes the first one might die, and then he's gonna have a backup. Because I don't see him holding this. Yeah, it's just gonna let it go. Evacuates the wisps. finally has the orb. I think he made double shop, if I saw that right. Yeah. Double shop for double orb. He's got the double orb now. Makes him a lot stronger.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击，一座基地正遭到围攻。
Oh, the keeper came in with a telestaff and cancelled the expansion. Foggy with his telestaff. Always super good. Buys a lot of time for himself here. Foggy doesn't have much income right now. He's stuck at 55 supply. Only on one base. He's got the first mountain giant out. I'm not sure if he has the upgrades already. I would kind of guess that he doesn't, but I'm not sure. Foggy's sharking around, looking to cancel his expansion again. But there's a sentry ward there, a watcher ward. So it's hard to approach from the left side. Cancelling the haunted here would be wonderful for Foggy, but even if he can't do that, just to keep attention in the south away from his expansion is already quite valuable. Alright, here come the mountain giant upgrades now. Foggy is going to be fully mining off of 2 bases again soon. And the double orb of venom, the damage stacks up a lot. In case you guys don't know, Orb of Venoms, as the only orb in the game, does stack. So if you attack the same target with 3 different heroes, each of them having Orb of Venom, the damage over time stacks. And for that reason, triple orb is really strong for Night Elf. I imagine if Foggy gets up to 80 supply here, he's gonna add in a Potom or something like that for the orb. Oh, no stream. Don't die on me. Foggy again doing this really well. Applying pressure just with the keeper and a little bit of units. 2 mountain giants. While the demon hunter is leveling up. He's gonna be the late game carry. He's gonna get level 4 here in a moment. Getting more items. What did he get from the red camp, by the way? Warsong, right? Yeah, I think so. Warsong, very nice. 10% bonus damage on everything. MichaeL hasn't gotten any red camp items himself yet. It's quite annoying for MichaeL. These mountain giants harassing the towers. Hard to deal with. Because they are so tanky, the tankiest unit in the game. Demon has very good inventory. You need protective items for the demon, so this bonus armor and bonus health is very good for him. Foggy is running out of inventory space though, another reason to go for a 3rd hero. Yeah, I think you should go Potom. Moonwell's full to the brim. MichaeL has a bit of a supply lead. He's checking the natural, but the expansion is not there. The expansion is at the red camp. And I think 1 ghoul is going to be sent there now to scout it. But a little late with that. Maybe. We have some bears in now as well. And the bigger the army gets, the more scary mountain giants become when taunt after taunt after taunt is being used. At 80 supply and upwards, the Night Elf army is much, much easier to control in comparison to the undeads. And that is where Foggy is trying to get to. Super late game, with multiple orbs, with a massive force, and probably also lots of upgrades. Getting mass upgrades on this map can be a little bit difficult. There's no lab, so there's no shredder. But if you can't have a shredder, you just make more wisps, I suppose. Would love to see the upgrades, but our dear Mr. Cameraman hasn't shown it to us yet. Again, the keeper. Oh, this might cost him the TP, actually. He's kind of in a dangerous position here. Okay, seems to be fine. Ancient Django, of course, the item that MichaeL found. Wonderful. 10% move speed, 5% attack speed. Really good.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
75 supply for MichaeL. 2 destroyers, statues, A-bombs, fiends. That's pretty much the ideal army. This Tinker, however, I'm not so sure about that one. Very good for pushing expansions like we saw earlier, but here in this ultra late game, I'm not entirely convinced. A lot of bears? Not that many MGs. And the bears die pretty quickly. It's the mountain giants who are the actual tanks. Mountain giants to tank, Orb of Venom to spread the damage. Seems like Foggy doesn't have Abolish Magic. Ooh, that's a big mistake. Oh no, he does. Now he used it. Pretty even fight here still, so far. However, MichaeL definitely got more kills. The mana burns weren't the greatest. But now the mana is dry on MichaeL, and now it's time for Foggy to fight back. But the question is, did he lose too much already? Keeper taking quite a bit of damage over there. I think he didn't make enough mountain giants. I think he made too many bears. Fiend killed. Gets the keeper to level 4. And MichaeL still has a big army. He didn't lose too much yet. Demano doesn't have an invuln anymore. Get Pocket Factory! Living on 20 HP. Foggy also expanded in the middle again, by the way, so he can afford to lose this base, sort of. Demon Hunter staffed out, ready to heal up with the Moonwells again. That's a Mountain Giant going down, though. That's a big loss. And the bears, they die fast. Foggy's still in trouble over here. I think he's gonna have to give up this base. The demon TP's out. Foggy must give up the expansion over here. And behind this attack, MichaeL is expanding again. Oof. Foggy in trouble. Deep, deep trouble. Not even mining over there yet. Demonic gets focused right away. Only one mountain giant on the field, and that one is super hurt already. Looks like Foggy's about to lose map number 1 here. MichaeL now fully mining off of 3 bases. Ooh, the Tinker though! Invul potion last second. Army for Foggy. Looks so small. 1 bear goes down. Demon gets level 5 though. That's a big deal. Mana burn now extremely effective. But the army size still super big. DK level 5. Timely mana burn. Keeper again in trouble. The TP was used before the Dryad. They're just all disappearing. And Foggy down at only 57 supply. If he loses this expansion, the game's over. Probably. But he holds. Just barely Foggy holds. Tinker back at the main. Expansion fully mining now. In a second. Oh my god, everything's out of mana. Heroes are out of mana. Statues are out of mana. That's the power of the level 5 Demon Hunter. Mains are about to expire. Is Foggy gonna move over his Tree of Eternity to the starting position? It's also a little bit of a danger, because then you're not gonna be able to staff back to your Moonwells anymore. I still think you should always buy boots on the demon. It's just so helpful. I mean, he's always kind of slot starved, but boots are so good on Demon Hunter. Big mana burn there again. MichaeL could position his heroes a little bit better, further away from the demon. Try to punish him a little more. Those burns. Three 2 upgrades for Foggy. Wow. Fiends only have 2-0. But MichaeL has the big army. He might be going into high upkeep now, I don't know.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
And the burn every time. Oh, Demon Hunter staffed out. Suddenly the Keeper on his lonesome. Seems like especially these destroyers can never get killed. 92 supply, high upkeep for the undead. Foggy's at only around 70 himself. Seems like he's not ready to really take this fight, but he's gonna have to. Goes in, Bear's getting focused out right away. Mountain Giants, we have 2 of them again to tank. Demon Hunter in the back, spreading the poison. Demon getting focused, Carl Nova, and he's dead! Couldn't save him with the Keeper, he was too far away. Big mistake there by Foggy. That might finally cost him the game. Without the demon, this is looking horrible. Expansion to the top right is mining again. Okay, demon back from the tavern. There's a bit of moon juice for him, but it's 92 supply for MichaeL. He's just got more money than God. And just not that much damage that Foggy has here. He never got the 3rd hero. He never got the 3rd orb. I think Foggy didn't entirely make the correct army. I think he made too many bears. Not enough MGs. And no pot in 3rd. .96 supplies from MichaeL. He's just so crazy strong. MichaeL is basically winning this game through economy, which is normally what Foggy does. Now the tables are turned. It's daytime also now, so no more Moonjuice region for a long time. And this just looks impossible to do. 100 supply. 5/4/4 heroes. Demon Hunter dies again. That's level 5 for the Lich. And that is the game. GG is called 1-0 for MichaeL. Foggy played that pretty greedy. expanding for the first time, and then going super heavy into upgrades. He wasn't spamming Dryads for a really, really long time. If he had spammed Dryads, maybe he can hold on to that expansion better. But even after the expansion, the first one fell, I think he was in an okay spot, because the one in the top right, of course, came through. If he gets a Potom with Orb and more Mountain Giants, I think that's a way better fight for him. But especially the Potom with Orb would have been hard to do, I guess, because that's very expensive. Potom plus Orb, that's 750 gold. It's maybe not so easy to get to if you have the first expansion going down pretty quick. But especially what in terms of army composition. I don't think 2 Mountain Giants is enough at all. I think you need at least 3, rather 4. Bears are just not all that good normally. Would be definitely a disappointing couple of days for Foggy if he drops out here. In Zelo's Red, he was 3-0'd by Soin on Sunday. And now if he doesn't make it out of the groups, would, yeah, not be the greatest couple of days for the Ukrainian. Of course, it's only in the playoffs where we have a prize pool payout. In fact, it's only the top 4, which is pretty unusual. More than $8,500 prize money, but only for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. The playoffs are going to start next week on February 8th. That is Wednesday, I think? No, Monday, actually. Ah, on Monday. All right. This week we have the group stages from Tuesday today until Friday. Groups A, B, C, and D. Foggy, of course, is playing from the Ukraine on NetEase, so his conditions aren't the best. He's probably playing with like 170 ping, 160, 170, something like that. But that's something that Foggy is very used to, something that Foggy has done for a very long time. And he even was able to win entire online tournaments on NetEase before. Which one was it that he won not too long ago? Don't quite remember the name. MichaeL got kind of destroyed earlier by Focus, but here in the lower bracket, the Korean is looking really good. There was a super solid game by MichaeL, and he apparently was able to find an answer to the Keeper Demon Mountain Giants. And that was with a lot of A-bombs. It was like 4 abominations at times. And then over time, those Mountain Giants will die at some point. Although, I keep coming back to this, I think it wasn't quite enough MGs. I think Foggy should have gone for more. We only ever saw 2 Mountain Giants at a time. When what you want is like 4. 4 MGs, 3 heroes, and a handful of Dryads. We'll see if Foggy sticks with his recipe that recently seems to be working well against Undead, or is he gonna make changes now on map number 2, Terrana Stand. Ghoul opening for MichaeL. It seems like everyone nowadays is playing Ghoul opening against Night Elf. For a while there, the Happy build was also popular, with 4 Ghouls, quick tech into Fiends. But nowadays, almost everyone is back to the Ghoul build. And that is certainly what we see here. Foggy's playing from the Belarus. Yeah, true. Foggy got married recently, and his wife and he got a new apartment, I believe, in the Belarus. This could be a map for a warden, by the way. And it is a warden, indeed. The reason for that, of course, is the warden here can creep well and reliably to level 3, which on Turtle Rock would absolutely not be the case. Also, you get mercs here, which is very, very good. Being able to hire mercs means you don't have to produce archers, which means the Ancient of War can keep on walking from one camp to the next. Solid creep by Foggy with the Final Knives. Gets all the experience. It's probably going to be Final Knives plus Shadow Strike in the early game. Not the best items for the Warden. No mana. No damage. Oh, that detonate. Landed very well there in the middle. But that's why MichaeL brought a second skull. Second Wisp coming in. Foggy needs to get the cancel on the tower, on the ziggurat. Not sure if it's enough. MichaeL splitting his forces, and I think that ziggurat's gonna finish, actually. This early game build slash creep route doesn't seem to work out perfectly with the timing. Ziggo finishes, Nerup upgrades right away. And MichaeL's gonna get his expansion here sooner than later. But also Foggy is ready to counter expand. We saw the Tree of Life on the other side already. The positioning of the Acolyte here is great. And the Ziggurat, he can walk between the Ziggurat and the trees. Oh, look at that scout! Skeleton Scout sees the Ancient of War. Now that one is of course fairly predictable, but still very good for MichaeL to do. And now this harass could be painful. Berserker comes in for Foggy. If this Ancient of War falls, that means Foggy can't produce units anymore. That would be a big problem. Last hit stolen. The ghouls are coming in. He might be able to kill this Ancient of War. It's very hurt. Yeah, that one's definitely dead. Wait, where did the Wisp go? Wasn't there a Wisp there a second ago? And if MichaeL has the read, he can easily cancel the Tree of Life now. But he doesn't have the read. He didn't scout there before. And Foggy can breathe a sigh of relief. Oh! Now he sees it though. It's probably too late to cancel it right now. But if MichaeL attacks while the expansion is creeping the natural, that could lead to the kill of the Expo. Very good scouting by MichaeL this game. No tech yet for the undead, but should be starting soon. There it is. MichaeL is going to decide not to pressure the expansion. He probably feels that the DK lost too much HP, and he could just be getting bullied away by the Warden. So, question is, what are we going to be seeing from MichaeL? Fiends or Gargs? It's usually one of the two. Both are viable. But Foggy is very likely going to go for a Panda second, so Fiend's perhaps the better choice. Oh. Hiding items in the corner right there is MichaeL. Big item for him. Big mana potion. Oof, that is a very nice one. Warden with a pound of energy. That's her dream drop there as well. And she's gonna go Acolyte hunting. But she doesn't have Blink, so she's not super mobile yet.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Shredder already for MichaeL. Okay. Gonna have all the lumber in the world soon. Foggy staffs in, trying to get a creep jack going. MichaeL is almost level 4. And there's an item on the ground there. Should probably go for a Death Pact here. And he does. Heals up with the ghouls. Oh my god, everything is so hurt. It's daytime in a second. Then the thingy becomes available. The Zeppelin. Ooh, those Phantom Knives. Did he steal the item, by the way, with the Warden? Scourge Bone Chimes. No, he had those before, right? That was a lot of... Ah, no, the creep is still alive. What am I talking about? Creep's still alive, actually. There's the Panda. Second, Foggy, ready for the late game. Flute! Ooh, that's a great item for MichaeL. Foggy fully mining, getting ready for the lures, getting ready for the dryads, and the MGs and bears later on. Quick tier 3 as well, and we do have Gargs actually. Huh. You don't say.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
No slaughterhouse yet from MichaeL, which is definitely something he wants. Foggy's tier 3 gonna be clearly later than the opponents. DK is creeping a ton. He's gonna get level 5 really quick this game. Finally, the slaughterhouse. Finally, the Lich. While the DK did creep very, very well, Lich is gonna have a tough time making it to level 3 quickly. Gargoyle Harass begins, but it's only 2 so far. It's not really all that scary. MichaeL should have bought some mana pots for the DK, but didn't actually do it. So the question is how heavily he's going to commit into Gargs. He could use them as a bit of a fake, go 4 Gargs into Fiends. Could still go for creature attack upgrades. Those transfer over from Gargs to Fiends. Temple of the Damned. What? Temple? I mean, I know that's what Happy did against Foggy on Echo Isles, but that was mostly because there was Chims involved. And it seems like since MichaeL has Gargs, he's ready for Chims anyways. Beginning the transition now towards Fiends. Oh, the ward's very nice to have right now. MichaeL could expand here a second time if he wants. But it seems like Foggy's getting way more experience out of the map. Oh, you don't want to lose that Shredder. That thing is very expensive. Warden staffs in, but she doesn't have an orb. Feels weird, man. A lot of Fiends queued. Banshees queued. Statues queued. Are the Banshees worth it against the Panda and Warden? Maybe. It's very, very rare to see in this matchup. Banshees, of course, are very strong units. We see that all the time in Undead Mirror against Human and even in Undead against Orc. Although there it's about the curse. First bear goes down. Foggy didn't have a staff yet, unfortunately. Chop. About to finish for him. Tier 3 also. So orb and staff will be purchased soon for Foggy. DK level 5 already. Ooh, that was fast. That means he's going to be able to heal A-bombs extremely well once he gets some A-bombs. That's almost level 3 as well. Warden level 4, Panda level 3. How close is the Warden to level 5? I wonder. I don't think very. $70 supply for MichaeL. This could be a great time for him to morph a destroyer. 30-hero alchemist. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty cool. Attack now and then expand behind it. Bottom left. Ooh, anti-magic on the alchemist. That's pretty cool. Yeah, MichaeL should definitely be expanding here. Bottom left. In we go. Foggy at 60 supply. Perhaps not ready. He's got the double orb of venom. It's a lot of damage. But only coming from his heroes. Oh my god, look at that heal ward. Crazy effective heal ward. Foggy has to kill the heal ward, but the warden almost dies on her way to cancel the heal ward. Has to TP out. Foggy. Foggy's on his last leg. He might be dropping out of this tournament. His tournament life is on the line, but MichaeL, this push is looking so strong for him. TP in again by Foggy. He's spending so much money. Oh, it was a staff, actually. On items. He went for the double orb. And now, he couldn't even save the expansion. Foggy down to 1 mining base. It's looking grim. Grim for the Ukrainian. Warden again has to be staffed out. A lot of kills here on the platter, though. The ghouls, the gargs, all about to die. Alchemist with the heal spray is doing his best to keep things alive. That heal ward, of course, was crazy good. And the Lich focus fire with the Nova, the Bears stand no chance. And Foggy sees it as well. Foggy GG is out and is out